right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and their inner-city rivals, the New York Jets. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A first down carry for Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
319! 319!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here we go now. 319!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It got his man complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Here we go now. Green, 39.
Here's a give to Barkley. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll set up a throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Jim.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The pitch goes to Barkley. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on.
Now let's go.
I think he likes natural light best.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
A good pickup there, a 22. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford there for the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are in for 6. And he puts it through. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
A first down throw, Darnold. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Watch 14. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 27. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a 2nd straight Player of the Week award.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to let this one go deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Fancy footwork in midfield. He finds Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Strong right. You got 4.
A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jets have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know. Coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Steps away to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
13.
Now back to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Good. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mike Pennell. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Detroit! Hey, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Now Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on second and 10. Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the kick by Rosas is good. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete
pass. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Pass.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Play action, Darnold throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Coleman has it here right side. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Hey, we got 3 down. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out now come the Jets. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense.
That's caught at the 25, and all the way down to the 22-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Set. Boom.
Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And they'll run it here. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hot.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Gun! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? Your taking charge.
They'll give it to him up the middle. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
4 down, 4 down. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Get it.
The extra point now coming from Myers. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
They'll set up to throw. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And nothing but daylight ahead. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. In for the score. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Spins away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
3-19.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down again. Grady Jarrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Back to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. One-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked up.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Detroit! Gone!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Watch him now, Barney! Black 99 Philly, here we go!
They come out here in the eye. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They have the football, they're looking good, but the lead is just 2, so any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Right back to him on first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. As they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock, so tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
39! Green, 39!
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Jets, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Have an all-white rank. Pat ain't. Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost it, all the shame. I can buy a Bentley, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never help your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Like in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love, cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, extra large. I don't care, I crush a ghost. Got 2 cribs and 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need a bank. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Tropicana gold yard bandana. Big, a lot of like Santa. Threw a birthday party in a phantom. Big, like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, I had cornrows. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank, take small. Bank account on some tall. Attitude on some bank roll on what it do, boo. He had the roulette vibe. And if I ain't did it yet, I'll try.
Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. Type of money you gon' need a bank. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
She said, what you gon' do if I leave? I'ma do me. B.I.G. Everything zoomed in. Big homie looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like just after more than just cash.